What's good, Hustle Game community? Just checking in with you guys, man. Quick update, man. But we got the recap video coming in a little while. I'm going to record it right after this one. It's just, I had to handle some business in the morning. I happened to be out, so I stopped at the Hustle Game Labs to check on a couple things. And when I typed in Garrett Wilson's name in the computer, a couple things popped up, but then a red alert popped up. Now, all the good stuff popped up at first, you know what I mean? Like cornerback matchups, the weather for the game, Garrett Wilson's targets on the season, you know what I mean? His catch rate, his, all those things popped up, and everything that you would want to hear. And even with that, like the prop, 50.5 receiving yards, the Hustle Game Labs is basically saying the over on that is at a 90 percentile, okay? So there's a 90% chance that he's going to go over 50.5 receiving yards. But then we got a red alert note also when it came to Garrett Wilson, because the Hustle Game Labs noticed that the 50.5 receiving yard prop disappeared. It's not on Underdog no more. They took it off. So the computer is already like assuming that a large amount of people have already took the over on Garrett Wilson, and not a lot of people took the under, so they had to, get rid of it. But the computer is saying that when Saturday rolls around, the prop will probably reappear, and when it reappears, it's probably going to be at 65.5 receiving yards. Now, at 65.5 receiving yards, that 90 percentile over win rate goes all the way down to 61% for him to win over. Now, I mean, that's still pretty good because, you got to think about it. 50-50, that's like flipping a coin. 50-50 is a pretty good, odds. But so 61 is even better. But that's not the only thing that was on the red alert report. Also, you got to understand, the Hustle Game Labs computer is kind of like AI, okay? It's alive, okay? And it's linked to all internet, YouTube, TikTok, networks, any type of fantasy. It's linked to all things NFL, okay? And the percent they came up with was kind of scary, okay? Like, the Hustle Game Labs computer told me that 99.7% of all people in NFL, like fantasy, player prop bets, even just side shows out there that are telling you like their top plays and who they think are going to have great weeks this week, right? Like 99.7% of all people in the NFL space believe Garrett Wilson is going to have a good game, okay? Or like when it comes to our point of view as player prop bettors, that he's going to go over his prop, okay? Now, like on the reports earlier when they was telling me all the stats, like, we got him statted out for 75 yards, okay? But it's really concerning to me that so many people are going to over with Garrett Wilson. And it's concerning to me because, I mess around with like in the financial market a lot, like when it comes to cryptocurrency and like derivatives trading or the stock market and like day trading and things of that nature. And what I've learned is when everyone is saying something's going to happen, it usually don't. It usually does not happen. So that's one of the things that's kind of like, it's kind of worrying me a little bit, because last week I had Garrett Wilson on damn near 90% of all my tickets, and I was glad I did do that. But I was thinking about doing the same exact thing this week, but it's like I can't go with the herd. I've done that so many times in the crypto market. When it comes to day trading, I'm on the internet watching videos. People are telling me, tips and stocks and, they looking at charts on Bitcoin and telling me like, yeah, it's looking like we're going to go down and the RSI is really low and we're going to pop up and, blah, blah, blah. And we never do, especially when every single person out there is saying, yeah, we're going up. We usually go down. And when every single person out there is saying we're going to go down, we usually go up. So it's like, am I still going to do the over on Garrett Wilson? Yes, if it's under 75 yards, because we got him statted out for 75, yes, I'm going to go to over anyway. But the thing is, I would like to tell the Hustle Game community, be cautious with that one. Okay, be real cautious with that one, especially when you're like on the internet and you're doing your own research, because I don't expect you guys to use all my picks. You know what I mean? I expect you guys to listen to the Stone Cold Lock Saturday video, and if there's ones that pique your interest, put them in a lineup with some of your guys that you already got. I don't expect you to just go straight off what I'm saying, okay? I'm going to go straight off with what I'm saying, but maybe there's a couple gems that I talk about and give you some good information on that you guys can use with your lineups. But be really cautious with the Garrett Wilson one there, man. Especially when every single person on the face of the planet thinks he's going to go over. Be careful with that. I wouldn't sprinkle him in all your lineups like I was going to do. I throw him in a couple, and if it's good, it's good. But I wouldn't just go all in on Garrett Wilson. Another one that surprised me, right? Because while I was there, I usually don't hit the button. I usually hit the button and all the names pop out, all the information pop out, so I can start pretty much writing up my dissertation to create the Stone Cold Lock Saturday video. But I was curious. I wasn't doing nothing. I'm up early. So I just hit the button to get one name out. Let's just see what the Hustle Game Labs had for me real quick this early in the week, because I usually don't hit it until later so we can see everything, like what the weather going to be like, what everything going to be like. But I hit it, and the weirdest thing came out at the Hustle Game Labs, man. It was crazy, man. A under came out. You know how I feel about unders. I've already said, I don't do unders, all right? I do not do unders, all right? That just don't make no sense to do an under. How do you even calculate an under? But a under came out, and this under was the most ridiculous under I've ever seen, okay? It was fucking Justin Jefferson, okay? 95.5 receiving yards versus the Jets, and the computer had an under for him. You know I had to check the stats. Like, where did you come up with this? Give me the information for it. And then after reading the information for it, it was, I mean, I understand it, but this still Justin Jefferson. It's JJ, man. Like, you can't bet against JJ, man. It's crazy. But like, the stats was, it was on point. They played the Jets, okay? The Jets since week 5 have not let a receiver get over 95 yards at all since week 5, okay? I don't know if it's Sauce Gardner. I don't know if it's just the Jets got a really good defense, but since week 5, they have not let any receiver get over 100 or over 95 yards. Let's just go ahead and put it right there, because his prop is 95. They haven't let anybody get 95. Now, they let somebody get 93, so that's pretty damn close. Early in the season, they had a couple hundred. Like somebody, I think George Pickens had 106. Tyler Boyd, he had like 105. This was early in the season. But from week 5 on, they have not given an outside receiver for any team over 95 receiving yards. That's kind of crazy, man. That's really crazy, man. I'm telling you. And I may put that on one lineup. I'm sorry. It's hard to go against JJ. It's really hard, but I may put that on one lineup. But we gonna, like, on Friday when we actually deep dive into some players and I actually go to the Hustle Game Labs and I got my notebook and I'm writing down stats, we're gonna look at that one more time just to check to make sure if that's a good enough play for us, you know. But that could be a great play, man. I mean, if they ain't letting receivers really do their thing, and JJ every once in a while, he kind of, he disappears. But I don't think it's that he disappeared. I just think that Kirk Cousins might be on some bullshit that game. You know what I mean? Every once in a while. So this could be one of those games that, Kirk Cousins is on some bullshit. And JJ only lead a game with 50 yards, 60 yards. So it could be a good play. But, yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about that real quick. That was crazy, man. The Garrett Wilson red alert, you know what I mean? And then the JJ under, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He elite. But, I mean, the Hustle Game Labs computer, man, it's coming up with the stats, man. You know what we do here, man? We analyze the past so we can accurately predict the future. So, I mean, regardless of how I feel about it, you know what I mean? It's what it is. The stats show it right there. So, You know, it's crazy, but I ain't gonna hold you guys up. You guys do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss that recap video. You most definitely don't want to miss the Stone Cold Locks this Saturday, man. And that video will be getting released like early, 4, 5, 6 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. We ain't gonna wait. We ain't gonna wait till it's late. We're gonna do it during the day so my guys can get over to Kentucky, so I can get my own ass over to Kentucky, do what I need to do, and get on back home. So you guys be safe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you guys in a little while. Later.